got limits, man. Okay, calm down.
Since you do engage in media criticism, I wanted to watch one video of the way Biden's spokeswoman, Karine Jean-Pierre, reacted to being asked about Marianne Williamson entering the race. And I've talked about Marianne Williamson and the media's presentation of Marianne Williamson and treatment of her. It's fascinating that she announced that she was joining the race, and yet one of the Sunday morning news shows, only one, This Week with George Stephanopoulos, covered it. Not newsworthy for not newsworthy for these other channels, apparently, which I found kind of infuriating. And again, regardless of what your thoughts on Marianne Williamson are, like, I think that she is good. I agree with her on domestic stuff. I think I disagree with her on some foreign policy stuff, and I still think she's better than Biden on foreign policy. That's what I'll say. But this is how Karine Jean-Pierre, Biden's spokeswoman, responded to her joining the race. Let's see. Let's have a look.
Is the president annoyed, frustrated with Marianne Williamson for jumping in the race ahead of him?
First of all, listen to that question. Is the president annoyed, frustrated? Because democracy is just so pesky. Marianne Williamson's like a fly for daring to primary him.
President annoyed, frustrated with Marianne Williamson for jumping in the race ahead of him. Did he want a clearer field to run against the Republican nominee in 2024?
Just not tracking that. I mean, if I had a what is it called? A little globe here, crystal ball, then I can tell you. But I imagine 8-ball, whatever. If I can feel her aura, I just don't have anything.
What?
I just don't have anything to share on that.
Catty. I'll just leave it at that. A petty catty person who, wait, put that back up, Fred. Let's just watch this. First of all, she's so fake. Like, she wants us to pretend that she's not okay. I'm torn. The woman, I don't know if you noticed this. She never looks up because she's so bad at her job that she's always reading straight from the script. Like, I like Jem Psaki. She was a contemptuous, very smug person. I didn't really like her. I'm kidding. But at least she knew how to do her job. She was a bitch, but she kind of owned it. I kind of respected that. This woman, though, is pretending to be a nice person and not be catty. Now, to be fair, again, she almost always looks down. So I'm impressed that she finally memorized her lines. This is like a first for her. But she is pretending that she didn't totally memorize. She's like, oh, if I had what's it called? A globe? Crystal ball, huh? This is your line, lady. We get it. The Biden administration is like, talk about crystals, talk about crystal balls, make her seem like a touchy-feely self-help guru. That's how we're going to deal with this. And then she throws in the line about the aura. But she's just a mean girl pretending to be something other than a mean girl. And I'm really tired of this. You know, the Biden administration loves to point out how diverse their administration is. They point this out all the time, and I'm glad. I mean, it's good. Diversity and representation is important, but now we have basically, instead of hearing a straight white man belittle a woman and her politics and her ideas and her ideology, we get to have a Black queer woman do it. So that is beautiful. That's intersectionality.
Yeah. I mean, it's both the journalist and the press secretary. I mean, like, what? Why are they there? Like, if you're gonna be a journalist, why are you going there and asking like fake questions that you probably know the answer to? Is Biden annoyed that Marianne? Of course he's annoyed. Of course he's annoyed that someone would dare to challenge their power.
Right.
The same way Hillary Clinton was annoyed when Bernie decided to hop in the race. These people don't like democracy. I mean, that's the whole reason that they're here, is because they succeeded in crushing democracy for years. I mean, now you're gonna get me on my Democratic primary rant, and then you'll never get me off of here.
Right.
But, I mean, just if you're gonna ask a question, if you're gonna go to the trouble of putting on a fancy suit and sitting in the White House press briefings, why don't you ask a serious question? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why not? You have all that power. You have the ability to make the powerful squirm, and you choose not to use it. You choose to toss softballs that they're going to knock out of the park. I mean, you're part of their show. I mean, you can really see this in action when you look at the job that Jen Psaki has now. She's on TV.
Right.
And they announced this job before she even left the White House. It's just a big club. What is it? George Carlin. It's just one big club, and you ain't in it.
Yeah.
Pointing at you, the viewers.
Right.
You're not in it.
So disgusting. I know. I almost appreciate their honesty. They're just like acting like catty friends. Is he annoyed? It's so annoying, right? What's wrong with
So
her?
annoying.
Why is she doing
Like,
that?
why would
That is
she
so
do
frustrating.
that?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't she know that this is Biden's White House?
Nina Turner writes, "This is honestly beneath the office." It's true. It was so tacky. What does she write at the bottom? To those
replying, she is not a serious candidate. I can't see it. There we go. She's serious enough for the question to be asked, and the answer should be above a Trumpian administration level response.
Yeah,
That's
they're
exactly
just
what
like
it is.
that's exactly what it is. But except they're not funny. They like don't even do it well. They're like they're like a boring Trump.
Yeah. I mean, how many CNN or Washington Post fact checks have you seen for this press secretary versus the ones you saw for Sarah Sanders and Sean Spicer and all the gang there? They don't care.
Yeah,
they understand that this is a game, and they understand that they're trying to win, and they understand that they're putting on a show for all the the liberals sitting at home thinking that they're participating in democracy. It's truly a sad thing to witness, and it really points to the rot of our media ecosystem in America. What's called mainstream media is, it's increasingly becoming irrelevant. I mean, you look at the numbers. Shows on YouTube are getting numbers like cable news. Podcasters are getting cable news. There's a reason that people don't like this crap anymore, and it's because they know that they're being laughed at. They know that they are the butt of the joke. They know that everyone involved in this entire apparatus despises them. They think they're stupid. People understand when they're being insulted, and they don't want to be insulted anymore.